What is customer experience? Or in other ways, who is your customer? Is your customer the company that signs the contract and pays the invoice? Or is your real customer their customer? The customer of that company that pays the bills. You see, the one is a short-term focus. When you just focus on the company that signs the contract, that's a short-term focus. When you focus on their customers, that is a long-term focus. And I want to break down this dichotomy in this video, so stick with me. This is an important one. Hey, I'm Koch. I'm the CEO of Virtual Summit Mastery, and I'm a proud cloud-based maverick. I'm here to help you create a better agency, to optimize your processes, and to run your business in a smoother way. So let's dive right into this conversation about customer experience. So when we talk about customer experience, there are three things that you need to be aware of. There's the brief, there's communication, and there's onboarding. And why are those three things important? Because they ensure that during the project, you serve not just your direct customer, the company that pays the bills, you actually deliver results for their customers too. You make their customers' life easier, which in turn helps your customer achieve their goals. And I'm throwing a lot of customers around at you. So let's talk practical level. Let's see how you can deliver the best customer experience possible in your agency and how this actually works in the day-to-day business. When we talk about the brief, this is where the project usually starts, right? You set out the scope for the project, you set out the milestones, and you talk about things you want to achieve and what makes this project a success. You have to keep your end customers' needs in mind for this. When you deliver the customer experience in the best form possible, you are not just talking in the project brief meetings about the company's goals. You have to focus on their end customers' goals. You have to make them understand how the project benefits their customers so that they understand that you know what you are doing and that you have their best interest in mind. And when you do this directly from the beginning, you elevate your customer experience quite a bit directly from the start. Then what follows after the brief conversation is that you need to set a clear communication standard, meaning you have to make sure that your team is up to par with the new project that's coming in and with all the existing projects, of course, as well. So for example, what we have in our agency, from Monday to Friday, there's a maximum response time of 24 hours on email. And there's also a clear rule that customers cannot contact us on any other channel than email. That's right, there's no calling on the phone unless it's previously scheduled in an email. There's no WhatsApp. There's no Facebook Messenger. There's no LinkedIn Messenger. Whenever I get messages outside of the email channel, I ignore them. And then I send them an email. That customer that sent me a WhatsApp message in the morning, I send them an email. Hey, I saw your WhatsApp. Can you please send the same message in an email again so that the entire team knows what's up to par? And usually at that point, your customer understands this, because when they see that your email is maybe getting tracked into a help desk, or your team has access to your email account, or you are distributing your email through HubSpot or CRM or something like that, they understand that by deviating from the email communication channel, that they are actually limiting their own customer experience and they're shooting themselves in the foot. Who wants that, really? You also need to make sure that everybody in your team tracks progress. Super important, so that you can keep your customer in the loop and you have, let's say, weekly check-in meetings with your customers, or you have weekly status updates via email. That's what we do. You want to make sure that constant project progress is updated, and the video about standard operating procedures, or SOPs, that we'll link above can definitely be helpful for achieving that. And now on the third point that I've brought up, remember we had the brief, we had communication standards, and we had onboarding. In the onboarding conversations, you want to make sure that your customers experience a slight win already. So when you bring on somebody new as a project into your agency, what is the quickest win that you can deliver for them? This is so important. When you set them up with a result directly from the beginning, when you show that you can deliver something within the week that you've signed the project, or maybe within the first 2 weeks, and you give them something doesn't need to be a big thing, but you hit the first milestone within the week or 2 weeks after the project started, You win the trust of that new customer. And this is so important because as soon as they trust you, the rest of the project goes down in pressure. When they see that you've delivered, they know that you will hit the other milestones most likely as well. And they know that you are not just blowing hot air, but they know that you actually deliver on your promises. And this is obviously the best customer experience you can provide, actually delivering on your milestones. What does all of that have to do with your customers? Well, those are the people that you have to keep in mind throughout the entire project. When you're building a website or when you're delivering a web app or whatever you do in the project, think about the end user. It's obvious, but you would be surprised how many projects I've had where the client did not care about the end user and where there was constant conversations about client A wanting this feature, and then my team had to come back and say, dear client, it's great that you would like to have this feature, but this is how it would impact your customer experience on the website. Are you sure you want to move forward with this? We would recommend doing A, B, C, D instead. And you need to have the guts to actually have those conversations. You need to be able to push back in a gentle way, of course, in a polite and in a respectful way, but you need to guide the conversation. You are the expert. You need to lead the project. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, let us know in the comments what you do to improve your customer experience consistently and to deliver the best value possible. We've also added a coupon code to the comments section below this video where you can get started with Cloudways for free with a bit of discount code upon us. And obviously subscribe to the channel if you would like to stay updated when we release new videos. We are constantly creating new content to help you improve how your agency works or how you transition from freelancing to agency. I'll see you in the next video.